Gwe Akipjilidak. Hello and welcome to the beautiful Hector Arena here in Pictou, Nova Scotia. My name is Michael Petter. This is Petter Sports and Streaming Services. And this afternoon for you, we have double header action here on Petter Sports and Streaming. We'll begin with the first game of the Nova Scotia semifinals for the female U18 AAA division. It is the Northern Subway Selects, who ended up being the regular season champions of the Maritime Major Female Hockey League, taking on the fourth seed, the Cape Breton West, or sorry, not the Cape Breton West, my apologies, the Cape Breton Lynx in this opening best of 5 series. The Selects finished with a stellar record of 21 wins in 24 regular season games, just a single loss and 2 ties in the 9-team league. The Selects' only blemishes on their record, the single loss came against the Actions Benefits Penguins, who finished as the number 2 seed and are taking on the Halifax Western Capitals in their best of 5 Nova Scotia series, which begins a little later this afternoon. The 2 ties that the Selects had came in 2 of the 3 meetings that they had against these very Cape Breton Lynx. So you know it's going to be a tough matchup. You know that this is going to be a series that is going to be hard fought. You know this is going to be a series that both of these teams are going to be battling incredibly hard to try and earn the victories. For the Cape Breton Lynx, they do have a bit of a safety net underneath them. They will be the hosts of the Atlantic Championships coming up at the end of March, beginning of April. March 30th to April 2nd, to be precise. And for those of you who are unaware, Petter Sports and Streaming through AO Live will be there, as AO Live has the broadcast rights for all 6 Atlantic Championships. And Petter Sports and Streaming, as one of the groups that works with AO Live, will be doing the tournament out of Member 2, hosted by the Cape Breton Lynx. Speaking of the Lynx, they had a very strong regular season as well, finishing with a record of 15-5-4. Good for 34 points. That actually had them tied for 3rd with the Halifax Western Capitals. Caps get the tiebreaker, and so they finish in 3rd place and play the Penguins, while the Lynx finished 4th and will play the Selects. The rest of the standings in the Maritime Major Female Hockey League, the 2 teams out of Prince Edward Island finished in 5th and 6th, as the Eastern Stars, finished 5th and 7th, my apologies, as the Eastern Stars finished just ahead of the Western Wind. They will play a best of 7 series beginning in early March to determine the PEI champion. The 3 New Brunswick teams, the Western Flames, the EDSA East Moncton Subaru Rockets, and the Fundy Kraken finished in 6th, 8th, and 9th, respectively, and they will play a 3-team tournament. Still trying to find the dates. I know that they are probably posted somewhere, but I haven't been able to find them yet, the dates for those. Although, actually, as I look closer now, I see I forgot that there is one more regular season game left that's actually taking place today between the Flames and the Rockets. So the Flames could move up and finish 5th in the league, as they are 1 point behind the Stars coming into today's game. So if the Flames win that game against the Rockets, they would finish 5th in the league. Stars would drop down to 6th. Rockets will finish 8th regardless. Kraken will finish 9th. And again, the Flames, Rockets, and Kraken will play a 3-team tournament. And the exact dates of that still waiting to get sorted out. I would like to take a moment to quickly apologize for the fact that I didn't do this right at the beginning, but I will take a moment to do this now to say that the Hector Arena, the entire town of Pictou, and the entire region covered by the Maritime Major Female Hockey League, which does cover Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia, all lie within the ancestral, unceded territory of Mi'kmaq. And that is a very important acknowledgement for us to realize that those of us who are part of the settler society, we acknowledge that this is Mi'kmaq territory, and we appreciate the history of the Mi'kmaq people and what they have done here in this region as such an important part of the society of this region for hundreds and hundreds of years. We talked about the Selects with their stellar regular season record. They also were the top offensive team in the league, scoring 112 goals in 24 games. That works out to a little under 4 3/4 goals per game. They finished first in the league in scoring, just ahead of the Cape Breton Lynx. The Lynx finished with 109 goals. So the Lynx total at 109 ended up being over 4.5, but just a little bit less than the Selects in goals per game. These two teams also very strong defensively. The Selects finished with a team goals against of 0.75 goals per game. They gave up less than a goal per game in regular season play this year, giving up just 18 goals in the 24 games that they played. For the Lynx, their defense was very strong as well. It ended up being 4th in the league. They gave up 48 goals in 24 games. That works out to exactly 2 goals per game over the course of the regular season. And we'll point out that the stats that we use through this game are regular season stats, as we do not have access to tournaments and other exhibition play. So throughout the game today, as we mentioned various stats, it will be regular season stats. As we get into further on into these playoffs, we'll be referring to stats that apply specifically to Hockey Nova Scotia's female under 18 AAA playoff statistics. As we look at our starting goaltenders and their statistics, it's going to be Gabby Arsenault who gets the start. She played in 13 of the 24 games, 12 of the 24 games, my apologies, finishing with a record of 12-0. Goals against average, a minuscule 0.35, and a save percentage of .980. 197 saves on 201 shots in 12 games. That's a .980 save percentage. She gave up 4 goals in 12 games, 9 victories by shutout. So in one game, she gave up 2 goals. 2 other games, she gave up just 1. Gabby Arsenault, a regular season, not just to remember, but a regular season that may go unmatched in Maritime Major Female Hockey League history and future, for that matter. For the Cape Breton Lynx, it's going to be Anna McNeil who gets the start today. She had a fantastic regular season as well, appearing in 11 games, finishing with a record of 9-1-1, with a goals against average of 2.19 and a very good save percentage of .878. And of her 9 victories, 2 of them coming by way of the shutout. We talked about the fact that these are the 2 most potent offenses in the league. However, when you look at their previous meetings, again, we had a 1-1 tie, we had another 1-1 tie, and a 4-0 victory for the Selects. So when you look at it in that perspective, between the 3 games that were played, a grand total of 8 goals were scored. So that tells you that we are likely to see some pretty low-scoring games in this best-of-5 series. And what that means is the number 1, number 2, and number 3 keys to this series: score first, score early, and play with the lead. All of which tie together very closely, and they will be the keys to success not only for this game, but for this series. We mentioned the fact that the Cape Breton Lynx will be hosting Atlantics. The winner of Nova Scotia will go on to play in that Atlantic Championships. If Cape Breton wins this series and makes it to the Nova Scotia Championship Series, then the winner of the series between the Penguins and Capitals will automatically get a berth, either as the Nova Scotia champions, or if Cape Breton wins the Nova Scotia Championship, then the Penguins or Capitals would get the Nova Scotia spot by virtue of the Lynx being the host team. Either the Stars or the Wind will get PEI spot, and again, that's a best-of-7 series that begins in early March. They're going to wait until after Canada games are finished up to start their series. And again, the dates for the New Brunswick Championship Tournament featuring the Flames, Rockets, and Kraken. I have looked. I have not been able to find those dates. I'm sure somebody out there somewhere knows those dates. And if you happen to be one of those people, please do let me know. And I'm sure I just haven't found the correct link that has those dates for that tournament. And then there's one other Atlantic Championship, or Atlantic province, of course, Newfoundland and Labrador. The winner of that province will also go to Atlantics. And then the winner of that Atlantic Championship gets to go on a beautiful trip to Saskatchewan, the lovely city of Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, which will host the SO Cup this season. The Prince Albert Bears were the host team last year as well. They were not able to host it in their building due to the issues surrounding COVID, and the tournament got moved to Okotoks, Alberta. And got to give the city of Okotoks and the facility there some huge credit. They did a great job of stepping up and filling in relatively short notice to host the SO Cup. But this year, Hockey Canada finally getting back to the host team, which last year again was the Prince Albert Bears. Despite playing it in Okotoks, the Bears still did get in as the host team. But the Bears now get a chance to be the host team in their own building. And I know that they are looking forward to that, and they have a great facility there in Prince Albert, which will play host to the SO Cup. The Northern Subway Selects, of course, are the defending Atlantic champions. They've already won the Maritime Major Female Hockey League regular season title and will be looking to advance to another Atlantic championship and looking to defend their Atlantic title and go to another SO Cup. The last year they got as far as the semifinals before a hard-fought loss in a semifinal game. Selects looking, and to be quite honest, I think optimistically looking to go a little bit further this year. And I don't mean optimistically in the sense that they are reaching beyond. I mean they have a legitimate shot, I firmly believe. Whoever comes out of the Atlantic region is not going to be a pushover as maybe they had been in years prior to, say, 2015 or so. In the last few years, Atlantic champions have performed very, very well at the SO Cup. And the Selects or the Lynx or whomever it is, whether it's one of the 9 teams out of the Maritime Major Female Hockey League or one of the 4 or 5 teams out of Newfoundland Labrador, whoever it is, the Atlantic champion is going to be a tough out at the SO Cup. Here we go, playoff hockey from Hector Arena. And as we get the teams lined up, Gabby Arsenault at one end, Anna McNeil at the other, and we are underway here at Hector Arena. Lynx win the draw, puck is passed up to Morrison. Here comes Morrison into the select zone, gets it towards the front of the net, puck comes back to her, gets a shot away. Arsenault makes the first save of the playoffs. Puck gets to the line, held in at the point there by McEachern. Selects now get possession. They look to work it out to center ice. They finally do get it out to center and bringing the puck in. There's a pass over for Thompson. Thompson comes into the zone, gets a shot away, and McNeil makes the save. Played back out just past Bree McPherson, and it's worth mentioning Bree McPherson, who had missed the last several games of the regular season, back in the lineup, and that is going to be a big key addition for the Northern Subway Selects to have her back in the lineup here for this playoff round and their push however far they end up going in the playoffs. McLean not able to clear the zone. Lawand now on it at the end boards for the Lynx. Lawand looking to work it free. She'll play it over into the near side corner. Over to pick up there is McDonald. That's 15. That is O'Keefe, excuse me. Taking the puck down into the select zone. Fires a shot and scores! The first goal of the playoffs goes to the Cape Breton Lynx, and I believe it's going to be Morgan O'Keefe who gets the goal. And so a big start for the Lynx there as they move out in front here early in game one. And O'Keefe in the regular season, trying to pull this up on my machine here. O'Keefe in the regular season ended up with just a single goal and 11 points. And again, those are just the regular season stats. We don't have access to all of the various tournaments or exhibition games that the Lynx would have played in. There's a shot looking back door to try to get a deflection for Marshall. And that puck just gets beyond her. As out come the Selects now. Puck played down into the Cape Breton zone. Back to get it is Chasson. Lynx pick up. Look to clear the zone. Puck is knocked down. Now holding it in at the line. That was Greencorn. She gets it down to Doiron. Doiron coming to the front of the net. Gets a shot away, but that gets blocked. Quick note as well. I mentioned this is a doubleheader here today on Petter Sports and Streaming. We'll have the Fundy Thunder and their home game against the Cape Breton Jets as soon as this game is done. You will have to go back out to the main screen of AO Live and then click on the link for that other game. And there's a chance for the Selects, and that ends up going just through the crease into the near side boards. Puck played up the wall, picked up there by Beaton. As we get the announcement of the Lynx goal. So it was actually McLean getting the goal unassisted. Skylar McLean unassisted. For McLean, she went through the regular season with 10 goals and 11 assists. So McLean with the big goal there to get things going for the Lynx, unassisted in the early going of this one. Delayed offside, and McPherson did touch the puck. But now here comes a chance for the Selects. Marks bringing the puck down below the goal line. Plays it off the boards. Coming in to help out is McDonald. Julia McDonald there. Gives back to Marks out front for Thompson. Thompson can't get a shot away as the puck's knocked away by O'Keefe. And coming out with it here is McLean. McLean will dump it down into the northern zone. Arsenault came out of her net to settle it. Puck comes into the near side corner. And if you've watched broadcasts from this facility before, you know that near side corners at either end of the ice a little bit tough to get to with the angles that we've got here. It's a beautiful building here in Pictou, the old Hector Arena, but slightly challenging getting into the near side corners. But again, as I've mentioned before, we so very much appreciate the work that the Hector Arena staff have done to set us up with this broadcast position. It's a great spot. It's just a little challenging for those two spots, one at either end. Here's Leahy, dumping the puck right in onto Arsenault. Arsenault sets it up, and the Select's able to come back out the other way. Williams will send it down deep into the Cape Breton zone. Back to pick up there is Chasson. Along the end boards, behind the net in there working hard is Boyd. Puck comes towards the front of the net. It'll be gathered up by Lawless. She'll get it ahead for Pino. Pino will dump it down into the northern zone. Back to get it there. Dunn plays it around to the near side corner. First one on it, though, was Marshall. She tries to get it to the front of the net, can't quite do so. Pass intended for Marshall gets broken up. Puck gets to the line and just out, and so we'll get an offside call. With 5:31 gone here in the opening period, and the Lynx with the 1-0 lead here on the Northern Selects. Playoff action from Hector Arena. Down into the select zone. We're going to get our first penalty of the game. Tripping is the indication. And so the Lynx will be shorthanded. It's Kennedy Vickers going off for the trip at 5:49 of period number 1. There's a shot blocked as Fraser took the shot from the point. Fraser steps in to get on the puck. Battle along the near side wall. It's picked up by O'Keefe for the Lynx. She takes it around behind the net and is able to clear it out down the ice. 25 seconds gone in the penalty. Back to pick up will be Sarah Fraser. Fraser stops behind the net. Now gets the pass ahead for Doiron. Doiron in across the line. Has Thompson coming up with her, as well as Markson. Great chance there for the Selects, but not quite able to convert. Down into the corner. Puck comes towards the front of the net. It's gathered in by Pino. Pino able to clear it down the length of the ice as we near a minute gone in the penalty. Pass ahead for McDonald. Julia McDonald has it broken up by Lawless. Back down into the northern zone. Selects back on it again. Breakout, pass across the far side for Williams. Heading towards the net is McNeil. Williams takes it down below the goal line, has it taken off of her stick there by Chasson. Attempted clear, knocked down at the line by LeBlanc. Now picking up with the shot there was Williams. Puck comes all the way up to Bree McPherson at the line. She fires a shot. It's knocked down by goaltender Anna McNeil. Now McPherson has the puck taken away from her there by Morrison, and it's played out to center. Here come the Selects. Greencorn works it down deep into the Cape Breton zone. Greencorn with it behind the net. We're back to 5-on-5. Played across for Doiron. Doiron gets it back to the line. There's a shot from the point by McPherson. Save made. Puck came loose. The referee with a bit of a quick whistle there. And that works out very much to Cape Breton's favor, as a good chance there for the Selects as the puck had bounced free, but the referee thought that the goaltender, Anna McNeil, had it, and so blew it down as we pass 8 minutes gone here in the first period. Bree McPherson, gets the pass ahead. A bit of a miscommunication there between Clark and Doiron. Now Clark gets to the puck at the far wall. Has it knocked off her stick. Leahy will get it. Picked up by and not quite sure what the penalty is here, but the Selects are shorthanded. The Selects penalty box is open, and it's going to be Ellie Clark who goes into the box. Didn't see what happened there. Might have been, well, I'll wait for the announcement. may have been holding along that far wall inside the Cape Breton zone. Oh, it's a too many players penalty. So the Selects get caught on a awkward change. So the Lynx already ahead by 1 now get a chance for their first power play of the playoffs. And here's Morrison with the puck. She'll bring it in across the blue line. Morrison down to the half wall, has it separated from her by McDonald. And then it's launched down the ice by Lily LeBlanc. 45 seconds gone in the power play for the Cape Breton Lynx. Pass out, goes off the skate of Thompson, and back to pick up again is O'Keefe. O'Keefe plays it to Lawless. Lawless will now carry up the left wing. Doiron able to take Lawless off of the puck, and that'll allow Thompson to come the other way. Thompson has it knocked off her stick by O'Keefe. O'Keefe gets the pass ahead, but the Selects pick up in neutral ice, and it's dumped back in deep by Sarah Fraser. Lynx look to clear the zone. Puck is knocked down by Julia McDonald. Now they do come out, and getting the puck is McLean. She has the goal so far in this game. There's a shot saved by Arsenault. Rebound cleared away from the front of the net by McPherson. 22 seconds left to go in the bench minor for too many players. McPherson trying to work herself free, loses the puck. It's knocked away by Fraser. Fraser overskates it slightly. Williams able to bat it down towards the corner. Fraser gets it as far as the line and out, as not able to hold there was McEachern. Back to get it will be Catherine Chasson. She plays it ahead. McEachern sets it up there for Morrison. Morrison in across the blue line. Stops, comes to the middle of the ice, gets the pass over to Pino. Pino with the pass. That's knocked down. We are back to 5-on-5. Selects look to clear the zone, not able to do so as Leahy keeps it in. Leahy takes it down below the net, gets it out in front. Morrison with a backhand shot. That goes wide, and it bounces off the end boards, and Arsenault covers up and hangs on for a face-off. 9:09 left to go here in period number 1. Lynx with the 1-0 lead on the goal by Skylar McLean. Obviously her first goal, first point of the playoffs, with this being game number 1. I know, statement of the obvious there. Selects win the draw in their own zone, pass ahead, and coming out with the puck here is Doiron. Doiron cutting in the middle of the ice, fires a shot, save made, rebound is there, it's cleared away as far as the line. Fraser with it now. Fraser plays it to the near side for McDougall. McDougall sends it around behind the net, trying to get it out in front. There was a chance there for Beaton, but she couldn't quite get the shot away, and now the Lynx able to come out as it's dumped down by McDonald, that being Olivia McDonald. Both number 10s in this game have the surname McDonald. As the puck is launched down the ice by the Selects, that's going to be an icing call against the home team here with 8:29 left to go in the first period. This a best-of-5 series, games 1 and 2 here at the Hector Arena today and tomorrow. Game 3 and 4, if necessary, will be played up in Member 2 next Friday and Saturday. And check out the Cape Breton Lynx social media feeds for information on their stream, as they will be streaming games 3 and 4. And then if there is a game 5, we will have it for you next Sunday, a week from tomorrow. Time to be announced still, as there's a shot taken by Leahy, and Arsenault with the save off the end of her glove. Puck goes in behind the net. McPherson trying to work it away from Morrison. Morrison gets it, plays it back to the line for Chasson. Back down to the half wall for Lawless, Lawless looking to get it back to Chasson. Down around behind the net. Doiron will get to it there. Doiron will reverse the field to give it to McPherson. Bree McPherson trying to get away from the check of Vickers, and McPherson able to get away and starts to work her way out, but Vickers picks her pocket. Puck ends up on the stick of Ross. Karis Ross gets it down into the Cape Breton zone. Going in after it there is Boyd. Boyd plays it towards the front of the net. It goes into the corner, though, Now back behind the net. Boyd on it again. Plays it into the corner for McNeil. Aaron McNeil back to Boyd. Back to McNeil again. To the line for Dunn. Dunn with a shot. Save. Puck is loose in front of the net. And it'll be cleared away down the length of the ice and just hard enough for an icing with 7:04 left to go here in the first period. Lynx with that 1-0 lead. And again, this is one of two semifinal series here for the Nova Scotia playoffs for the U18 AAA or U18 Major, depending on which definition you choose to use. The word major is applied to this group. The designation AAA is applied to this group, depending on whether you're looking at it from a Hockey Canada and from province to province. Some of the provinces out west do use AAA. Some of the provinces out west use major, and by out west I mean west of Atlantic Canada. So I do mean Central Canada as well. As the puck is cleared down into the select zone. The other semifinal for Nova Scotia will get going a little later as the Lynx continue to pressure here. 6:15 left to go in the first period. Puck held in at the line there with a nice play by Olivia McDonald. They battle along the near side wall. Select's able to come out, pass ahead for Clark. And it's knocked down and the Lynx bring it back in. Marshall has it knocked off her stick. It ends up with Pino. She plays it down below the net. Fraser there. She runs in to a check but is able to get the puck to Marks. Now it's turned back over. There's a chance right in front for Pino, and Arsenault able to make the big save. Selects come out. Here's a chance. Pass ahead for Marks. Olivia Marks coming in. Marks, but what a play there by Lawless on the back check to deny Marks from getting a shot away. Now McDougall with the puck. She gives it to Thompson. Thompson plays it down into the corner. Marks is there. Fires it around the boards. Fraser steps up from the line. Sends it back behind the net. First one on it there will be Marshall. And now it's just past Fraser and out to center. Not hard enough for an icing as McDougall goes back and get it. Just over 5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Marks with the puck. She'll start to work towards the middle of the ice. Plays it across to the far side. Fraser will go down into the corner after it, working against Chasson. Fraser and Chasson tie up along the boards. Doiron comes in. She'll pick up the puck as it's worked free. Pass for Marks with the shot. And that goes off a leg and wide. Now Glenn goes to play it back to the line. It gets there. Fraser sends it back down. Marks in the corner. Gets tied up with the player checking her. And Doiron comes out from the wall. Gets a shot away. That goes just a little bit high. Doiron able to chase the puck down in the far corner. Plays it back to the line now for Fraser. Sarah Fraser fires a shot. That goes off a stick and ends up in the near side corner. Just 4:20 left to go here in the first period. Puck is played out to center. Back to get it, Fraser. She'll send it ahead again for Doiron. Doiron coming in. Looked to get it up for Glenn, but Glenn was heading towards the net and the puck went down into the corner. Now it ends up coming up the wall. Vickers gets tied up there by Beaton. Puck is worked free, gets to the line and out as Williams not quite able to hold the line. Williams picks it up again, brings it back in across the blue line. They scrum along the boards there. 5 players now in there. Puck is worked free and out to center ice. Morrison out with it. She gets it across the center ice line, now in across the blue. Morrison working down the right wing. Takes the puck all the way behind the net. Tries to get a pass out in front. That goes off the skate of McPherson. And now it's played to the side of the net and covering up and hanging on for a face-off is Gabby Arsenault with 3:32 left to go here in the first period. Just a quick note on our schedule. The scheduled start time for the game with the Thunder and the Jets is supposed to be 6 o'clock tonight. This game got going about 10 minutes late, and it was only a 2-hour time slot for this game. So the game between the Thunder and the Jets may get going a little bit late. We'll wait and see as this game progresses. And as soon as this game comes to an end, we'll have a better idea as this game goes on, we'll have a better idea if There may be a slight delay in getting the Thunder versus Jets game going. But don't worry, it will be brought to you in its entirety here on Petter Sports and streaming through AO Live, one way or the other. McNeil trying to get away from Pino. McNeil able to win that battle against Pino. Puck comes bouncing out, gets as far as the line, held in there by McEachern. She fires a shot, and Gabby Arsenault makes the save and hangs on. 2:37 left to go here in period number one. Still the 1-0 scoreline as it has been since the 1:20 mark of the first period when Skylar McLean scored the series opening goal. Off of the face-off, Fraser gets the puck, plays it around to the near side. Pass ahead. Clark from her knees able to get the pass up to McDonald. Now here comes Julia McDonald. She'll play it back to Clark, who is trailing. Clark takes it down towards the corner. Pino there to intercept, but Clark knocks it off her stick. And now in behind the net, working the puck there was Marshall. She sends it back into the far corner. Julia McDonald there to pick up. McDonald battling hard. Puck is sent back to the line. Fraser with the shot. That's blocked off the shin pads of Pino. Now a pass across to the near side for McDougall. McDougall tries to get a shot through. Too much traffic in the way. Now trying to get a shot off was Greencorn as she was taken down. Puck ends up in the corner. Coming away from the corner with it was Marshall. She plays it around to the far side for McEachern. McEachern gets it up the wall, but Fraser holds it in, works it down low, and it ends up rolling in onto goaltender Anna McNeil, and McNeil will hold on for a face-off. 1:40 left to go here in the opening period of this very intense, very exciting opening game of the playoffs between the Cape Breton Lynx and the Northern Subway Selects. One of these teams already knows that they will be at the Atlantics. The other team looking to go back to the Atlantics to try and defend their Atlantic title and get back to the SO Cup again. There's a shot off the post! Glorious chance for Morrison, but the post ends up helping Gabby Arsenault there. There's another shot. That one gets blocked by McPherson, and now the Selects are able to work the puck out to center, but Morrison right back on it again. Arsenault steers that over into the corner, and Gabby Arsenault, we talked about it in the opening, her regular season save percentage of .980, but she's had one puck already beat her today. A second puck got by her, but did not get by the iron. And is it maybe a little bit of nerves? That possibly could be part of it. Here comes a chance now as Williams brings the puck in. She gets taken off of the puck, and Cape Breton will bring it the other way. McLean working her way up the left wing. McLean trying to get it to the front of the net, intended for Lawless. That gets knocked away. Now back to the line, McEachern. She fires it wide into the far corner with 17 seconds left to go. Puck comes bouncing to the front. There's a chance for McLean. She scores! Skylar McLean with her second goal of the period. And the Cape Breton Lynx off to a fantastic start in game number one of this best-of-5 series. Makes it 2-0. McLean with both goals. And if you talk to the Cape Breton Lynx coaching staff, I don't think they could have drawn up a first period much better for their expectations here in the opening 20 minutes. 2 goals, one in the first minute and 20 seconds, one in the last 15 seconds or so. And the Northern Subway Selects, playing from a position they haven't played in very often this year, they will look to come back from a 2-0 deficit after the opening 20 minutes. We'll come back as well in a few minutes and get you ready for the start of the second period. A first period that shots on goal slightly favored the Cape Breton Lynx, but the scoreline completely in favor of the Lynx after the opening 20 minutes. It is Cape Breton 2, Northern Subway Select 0. You are watching Nova Scotia semi-final action in the U18 AAA female division here on Petter Sports and Streaming Services through AO Live. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second period here between the visiting Cape Breton Lynx and the hometown Northern Subway Selects. Lynx with the 2-0 lead after the opening 20 minutes in game one of this best of 5 Nova Scotia semifinal. And we mentioned this an unfamiliar position for this Selects team this year. They've only played from behind really in one game, as with the 21 wins they had and the 2 ties both against these Cape Breton Lynx. As who is that? Claire Connors giving us some air guitar. Connors showing how she's pumped for the start of the second period. And the Selects that we mentioned, both of those ties that they played were against these Cape Breton Lynx. And I'd have to go back and double check the game sheets, but I believe that in both of those games the Selects scored first and the Lynx came back and tied it, and then the game ended in a tie. I'd have to double check that to confirm. But in the 21 wins that they had, I certainly don't recall the Selects ever trailing or giving up the first goal of the game. In the one game that they did lose this year against the Actions Benefits Penguins, that game ended up 2-0, so they played from behind, obviously, in that one since they lost. But we'll see how the team will adjust, although it's a good start to the period here for the Lynx as Morrison makes a shot after a turnover. But Arsenault, who by her standards had a bit of a rough first period, giving up 2 goals. We talked about it in the opening. She'd only given up 4 goals in the regular season in 12 games as the Selects ice the puck, but a couple of big saves off of a very skilled player in the form of Samantha Morrison. So Arsenault, that was a key start for her to this period to make those saves. So the face-off will be inside the northern zone to the right of Arsenault. Off of the face-off, puck ends up going down into the corner. Played around to the far side. Pass up intended for Doiron, gets intercepted there by Leahy. Leahy plays it around to the near side. Pinching in from the point is O'Keefe. O'Keefe loses it to Fraser behind the net. Now Thompson gets it. She played it to McNeil, who got it to the line but not out, and O'Keefe will send it back in deep. McDougall back to get it. She'll send it around to the near side for Fraser. Fraser changes direction to try and get away from the forecheck, but Leahy takes Fraser into the wall. Leahy then has the puck taken away from her. It gets to the line and just out. Back to pick up there is Chasson. She plays it ahead, and then McNeil, who has both goals for the Lynx, fires the puck back in deep. Pass just out of the reach of Aaron McNeil, and that's going to be an icing call against Northern here with 1:41 gone in this second period. And the Selects just not quite looking as sharp, not quite looking as crisp as we saw them through the regular season. And give full credit, part of that is due to the very good play of the Cape Breton Lynx to this point. Lynx win a draw. There's a shot from the line by McDonald, Olivia McDonald. That was deflected, ends up going wide. Now Pino picks up the puck. Myra Pino sends it in behind the net. Fraser will get to it there. Fraser carries ahead. Now gets a pass across to the far side. That's just out of the reach of her intended target of Boyd. And so it's going to be another icing call against Northern here. 2:05 gone in this first period. And all of the action to this point has been in the Northern Subway Selects end. As the Lynx get caught trying to make a late change and a bit there we go. Now they're gonna get Pino off the ice, and that's gonna wave Morrison out of the face-off circle. Coming in to take the draw instead will be Vickers. Kennedy Vickers wins it cleanly back to O'Keefe, who sends it down the wall, down into the corner. Centering pass broken up there by Thompson. Brooke Thompson looking to clear the zone. She's not able to quite yet. Now Morrison picks up the puck, taking it back towards the net. It's going to roll in onto Arsenault, and Arsenault will cover up and hang on for a face-off. 2:23 gone here in the second period. Select's now able to make a change, something they hadn't been able to do for quite a long stretch, as those couple of icings had taken place, as well as just contained or sustained, I should say, pressure by the Lynx in the opening stages of this second period. Bree McPherson gets the puck off of the face-off. She'll play it up the wall. Now it's to the line, not out, held in again. McPherson will end up with it. Plays it across to the far side for Ross. Her pass ahead. Clark will deflect it down into the Lynx zone. Goes just wide of the net. Back to get it there is McEachern. She plays it up the far wall, intended for McLean. And it'll be played down the ice. Icing gets waved off. Bree McPherson back to pick up, as the Select captain takes it out from behind her net. Saw her angle was being taken away by Pino, so takes it back behind the net again. Now plays it out. And the pass went to Greencorn, who pushed the puck forward through neutral ice. Picked up now by Marshall. Marshall fans on the puck, which allows Williams to come in. Williams with a chance, and she ends up outweighting McLean, but also outweighting the goal itself, as by the time she got the backhander away, she was in too deep, couldn't get the puck into the net. Great chance there for Brooke Williams, not able to capitalize. Over to the far wall. Puck comes up the boards, held in by O'Keefe, who has had a very good game on the blue line for the Cape Breton Lynx so far this afternoon. Puck cleared down into the northern zone. That will be an icing against the Lynx, with just under 4 minutes gone here in the second period, as the Selects get their best scoring chance of this game so far. Brooke Williams, after a miscue by the Lynx defender, Williams had the puck, came in alone on Anna McNeil, and was able to outweight McNeil, but in outweighting McNeil, took the puck all the way down until she was too deep to get the shot on target. Puck cleared down the ice. Back to get it this time is Lily LeBlanc. LeBlanc plays it ahead. Pass for Doiron. Doiron working the puck down in across the Cape Breton Lynx blue line. Now it's down into the corner. LeBlanc going after it there, working against Olivia McDonald. LeBlanc all the way out to the far wall. Has the puck separated from her by Connors. Connors now goes to get it ahead, but that pass in behind Morrison. Selects pick up in neutral ice, play it back down into the Lynx zone. Back to get it is McDonald. She's met down there by Beaton. Beaton creates the turnover. Julia McDonald now will come out of the corner with the puck, plays it back to the line for McDougall. McDougall's shot gets blocked by Morrison. Julia McDonald down the wall. Morrison able to knock the puck off her stick. Now getting taken down there is Julia McDonald. No call on the play, as the Select coaching staff show a little bit of frustration there. Now the puck comes to the line. Fraser with a shot, and Anna McNeil to save. Puck goes down into the corner. Picked up there by Olivia Marks. Marks comes out in front. Shot, save, rebound, another chance. And now the puck cleared away by the Lynx as far as the line, held in by Fraser. Fraser works it down the wall as they play along the right wing side inside the Lynx zone. 5.5 minutes gone in this second period. Thompson plays it up the boards to Marks. Back down the wall to Thompson. She'll take the puck behind the net. Come out the far corner. Sends it back to the line. Bree McPherson. McPherson trying to get away from the check of Connors. McPherson changes directions again. Sends the puck below the net. Goes all the way around the boards to Marks in the near corner. She sends it back behind the net again. That gets intercepted. Now Fraser will step in trying to get to that puck. She does. Thompson holds it in at the line as it bounced just past Fraser. And now coming out with it is Morrison. She's got a player with her. That is Lawand. And the puck ends up going down into the corner. Bouncing puck. Gathered up by Fraser. She'll play it to Bree McPherson on the near side. McPherson will get it ahead to McNeil. McNeil's pass across for Boyd. Boyd hustling to get onto that puck down in the corner, working there against McEachern. Puck comes up the wall and ends up coming all the way out to center. McPherson plays it back into the zone. Aaron McNeil going after it. Getting there just ahead of her was Leahy. Battle along the near side wall down towards the corner. Referee yelling at them to move it. Finally, the puck is worked free. Played back to Josie Dunn at the line. Her shot gets blocked. And coming out to get it at center ice is Karis Ross. Ross plays it ahead to the blue line. McNeil, gets it in across the line. Now it goes in deep. McEachern back to pick up for the Lynx. 7:10 gone, second period. 2-0 the score. Both goals by Skylar McLean. One at a minute 40, one at 19:43. Of the first period. And McLean's second goal, the one that came at 19:47, I said 43, it should have been 47, was Skylar McLean's second of the playoffs, assisted by Olivia McDonald and May McEachern. So McLean unassisted at 140. McLean from McDonald and McEachern at 19:47, both in the first period. Both teams 0 for 1 with the power play so far. In the first period, the Lynx outshot the Selects 10-7. Right now, the Lynx are out shooting the Selects 13-10, so it's 3-3 to this point in this period so far. Puck comes to the high part of the zone. Getting to it there was LeBlanc. She pokes it out to center. And Lawless, I believe that was. Couldn't quite tell if that was an 8 or a 9. It is an 8, so that was Lawless who dumped the puck in. But now here come the Selects back out. Doiron working her way down the right wing side, sends the puck into the corner. She decides to stop and come back to the bench for a change, but the Selects do end up with possession. Played back to the line for Fraser. Fraser was looking for McDonald to get her stick on that for a deflection. Wasn't quite able to connect, but McDonald now with it at the far wall, plays it back to the line for McDougall. She'll send it down into the corner for Beaton. Jenna Beaton loses it behind the net. It comes into the near corner, and the Lynx will pick up possession, and out they come. Pass ahead for Morrison. Morrison plays the puck off the wall. It's picked up by Fraser. And now it rolls towards the net. Gabby Arsenault will cover up and hang on for a face-off. 8:38 gone here in period number 2. As the Lynx with that 2-0 lead here in this opening game of the best-of-5 series. Off of the face-off, shot on. Arsenault steers that one away. It might have been going wide anyway. Now the puck cleared out to center ice. McEachern back to pick up. Ahead for Connors. Connors lets it go through to Leahy. Leahy drops it off. There's a shot that goes off of McDougall and into the end boards. Fraser will pick it up there. Here comes Sarah Fraser working her way ahead. She'll get the pass across to Glenn. Ailey Glenn in across the line. Glenn with a shot. That ends up getting knocked down by McDonald. McDonald not able to clear the zone, however, as the puck is blocked by... brain stop work for a moment. Williams. It's fun when the brain goes to the Bahamas and leaves the body behind, isn't it? Mark's trying to work the puck down into the corner. Williams also there. Lynx able to get it sent in behind the net. McDonald has it knocked off her stick. Held in at the line by McPherson. Marks not able to hold the puck in the second time. And now McPherson out at center ice trying to get away from Connors. Gets some space. Some nice stick handling there by McPherson as she gets the puck up to Williams. Williams gives to Thompson. Sends it towards the net, but it'll be cleared away from the front by May McEachern. Thompson around the boards. Held in at the line there by Ross. Down towards the corner for Olivia Marks. Marks has it taken from her as working her way ahead was Marshall. Gets it up to Morrison. Morrison gets stopped just inside the blue line, has to back it up, back out to center. And now the Selects pass ahead for Thompson. Here comes Thompson into the zone, fires a shot. And the save made there by Anna McNeil. Puck comes out to center again. Dunn plays it across to the near side. Here comes Erin McNeil. Her shot goes wide, comes off the end boards. Leahy gets to it there. Her pass intercepted by Doiron. Doiron makes a move. Doiron with a shot. Save. Rebound. They score! Northern Subway Selects get on the board at 10:48 of the second period. It's now 2-1. And I believe we'll get confirmation of it in a moment, but I do believe it was Lacey Boyd getting the first of the playoffs for the Selects. We'll get confirmation of that here in just a second. But a big goal there for the Selects pulls them back to within one. And we will get confirmation of that goal coming up here in just a second, as Bill McKay will give the announcement here in-house. And you'll hear, I'm sure, a big reaction from the Selects fans for the announcement of that goal. Puck held in at the line by McEachern. Now picked up by Erin McNeil. She'll get it out to center. It is indeed Boyd getting the goal. Kendall Doiron with the assist. So Boyd from Doiron at 10:48. First goal, first point of the playoffs for Lacey Boyd. First goal of the playoffs for the Selects as a team comes just over the midway point of game number one. And it is a big one, as we mentioned. Selects trailing by 2, not anymore. They're still down, but now within 1. As the Cape Breton Lynx look to steal home ice away here in this opening round best-of-5 series. Winner of this series will advance to the Nova Scotia final. Loser of this series, if it is the Selects, their season is done. Loser of this series, if it's the Lynx, then they have a few weeks to prepare for hosting Atlantics. Battle in the near side corner. Puck comes out. There's a shot by Skylar McLean. And McLean, who has 2 goals already in this game, nearly gets a hat trick there. But standing up and making a key save is Gabby Arsenault to keep the Selects down by only a single goal here with 7:24 left to go in the period. Quick scheduling note again, the game between the Fundy Thunder and the Cape Breton Jets in the Nova Scotia U8 or U16 AAA League from right here at Hector Arena will come immediately following the conclusion of this game. It'll take me a couple of minutes to set the computer up to go from one stream to the other. There's just a couple of things that have to happen to close out the one stream and then open up the other one. So bear with me on that brief transition time. And again, it'll take a couple of moments to get the stream closed down on the one game, opened up on the other game. And we should point out, this is playoff hockey here. So if regulation ends in a tie, this game cannot end that way. Of course, we still have a whole period plus 6.5 minutes of the second left to go, but these teams have played to ties twice already this year. As the puck rolls in onto Arsenault and she covers up and hangs on. So if this game ends regulation in a tie, we play playoff hockey. That means we go to overtime and we keep playing and we keep playing and we keep playing. So the Thunder and the Jets may have to kick around and wait but again, it's way too early to get too far into the discussion about those possibilities. But we do have to be prepared just in case. And these teams will meet again tomorrow in game number 2, just as the Cape Breton Jets and Fundy Thunder will meet tomorrow here at Hector Arena as well. And we'll have both of those games tomorrow here from the Hector, just as we have both of the games today from right here at beautiful Hector Arena. The good old barn here, named for the ship that brought the first Scottish settlers to New Scotland and landing here in this part of Mi'kma'ki. There's a chance in front. Puck cleared away. And if you've ever been to Pictou and had a chance to see the replica of the ship Hector, Thompson works the puck ahead as it goes down into the Lynx zone. 5:35 to go, second period. Lynx lead it 2-1. Erin McNeil with the puck. Her pass comes across to the near side. Able to work it down the boards is Lacey Boyd. She has the goal for the Selects so far this afternoon. Chance in front for McNeil. And the one-timer ends up going just off the heel of her stick and rolling all the way into the far wall. Lynx able to work it down the ice. Back to get it is Sarah Fraser. Fraser takes it behind the net, being chased there by Vickers. Fraser still with it, coughs the puck up. No, doesn't cough it up. Is able to keep it, gets it to Boyd, who dumps it down into the Lynx zone. Back to get it there is Leahy. She's battling with Julia McDonald. Leahy ends up with the puck. Tries to get it set up there for Chason Beaton. But Greencorn is in there. Puck ends up rolling through to Chason. Around to the far side, or around to the near side, excuse me. Connors gets taken off of the puck as the Selects pick up. It's played back to the line for Williams. Williams steps in, gets a shot away. That goes wide. Off the end boards. Trying to get to it is McLean, but there to knock it down was, I believe that was Ross. Now Chason on the puck again. She looks to clear, but it's held in. Bouncing puck. Now it's played out to center. Ross picks up there, plays it right back up the wall. Williams couldn't get the puck to settle for her. Now Williams able to poke it ahead, but it's taken from her by McEachern. Now picking up is Bree McPherson. She'll bring it in across the red line and dump the puck in. Go off for a change with under 4 minutes left to go here, second period. May McEachern will play it around to the near side. Chason Beaton takes it back out the other way. Gets the pass ahead, and it's gathered in there by Marshall. Here comes Marshall working her way forward. Marshall in across the blue line. Gets tied up there as they battle along the boards. Josie Dunn was in amongst the scrum. Now the puck works free. Dunn will pick it up there and play it across to the near side for Lily LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets it ahead. Picked up there by Beaton. She'll get it forward for Glenn. Ailey Glenn gets it to the front of the net. There's a chance. And getting hauled down there is Kendall Doiron. And again, the Selects coaching staff throwing their arms up in frustration, wondering what they need to do to get a call. Here's Pino with the puck. I'm not saying whether I agree or disagree with them. I'm just passing on what I'm seeing, as it's not my job to say whether I agree or disagree with their need for a call or request for a call. But now we are going to get a call, and it's going to go against the Selects for head contact, and it's Lily LeBlanc who's going to go off. So with 2:43 to go in the second period, the Cape Breton Lynx will get their second power play of the game. And this a big chance for them to try and extend this lead. The head contact penalty at 17-17. But here comes Williams coming the other way shorthanded. Williams coming in, gets a shot away and scores! Brooke Williams with the shorthanded goal ties the game. And it's 2-2. I will confess, I was still writing down the penalty to get caught up on that piece of information on my game sheet. I didn't see how the turnover took place. All of a sudden, as I was writing, I saw Brooke Williams heading down the ice with the puck. I'm glad I was able to get back on the camera in time to show you that goal as Brooke Williams comes in and scores to tie this game here in the latter stages of the second period. As we get confirmation of Williams' goal unassisted and shorthanded at 17:28. And so the Selects now have tied up this game. And we finally get a goal by somebody who's not numbered 18. Both Lynx goals coming from number 18, Skylar McLean. The first Select goal came from number 18, Lacey Boyd. This one comes from number 2, that being Brooke Williams, shorthanded and unassisted at 17:28, tying up this game at 2 goals apiece. Still 50 seconds left in the power play, but here comes another shorthanded chance. Doiron coming in. Doiron trying to cut to the net. Gets separated from the puck, picking up and coming the other way with it now is Lawless. She gets it ahead to Morrison. Morrison coming in, cuts through, gets a shot away, save made, rebound. And the puck will roll down into the corner. McDougall gets to it there and is able to launch it down the ice. 27 seconds left to go. As we see a few members of the Fundy Thunder hanging out here watching this game before they get ready for their matchup with the Cape Breton Jets coming up at the conclusion of this one. And again, don't forget, stick around because we will have that game. You just got to go back out to the AO Live main page and then click into the link for this one. Here's a pass trying to get it across. That gets cleared away as we're down to 44 seconds left in the period, and the penalty comes to an end. I don't know how anybody could yell for a too many players penalty there, as the player who was coming on after the penalty was still in the bench and was kind of being blocked in a little bit by LeBlanc, who was trying to get onto the bench after coming out of the penalty box. Now here comes a chance for Clark. Clark gets it to McNeil. McNeil has it knocked off of her stick, and the Lynx will come the other way. Pino with the puck. Pino gives to Morrison. Morrison comes in, works towards the right wing wall, or left wing wall, then gets knocked off the puck. Doiron now trying to clear the zone as the period comes to an end. Fantastic period of hockey. The Selects get outshot again, 12-7. Two-period total is 22-14. But we've had 2 periods, each with 2 goals in them. All 4 goals coming in the net off to our broadcast right, which means the Lynx scored twice in the first, the Select scored twice in the second, and we head to the third, all tied up at 2. Game number 1 of this best of 7 Nova Scotia semifinal. Stick around. We'll be back to get you ready for the third in just a few minutes. You are watching Nova Scotia under 18 female semifinal action here on Petter Sports and Streaming Services through AO Live. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period here. Lynx 2, Selects 2. 20 minutes remaining. And no surprise whatsoever that this game is as close as it is. As we talked about it in the opening, 2 of the 3 regular season games between these two teams ended in ties. They met, I know they met at the Two Nations Cup in Ontario, and the Selects won that one by a score of 1-0. The one game in the regular season that did not end in a tie was a 4-0 victory for the Selects. So the vast majority of their meetings have been very close games, and there was no reason to suspect that this series would not be the same. And so far, here this afternoon, Game 1 has lived up to all of the billing. 20 minutes to decide who gets a series lead to carry into tomorrow's game number 2. 1:30 start time tomorrow. Note the start time. It was originally listed as a 12 o'clock start time. That game got moved back by 90 minutes to 1:30. So make note of that as the puck rolls in right on to Anna McNeil, and she'll cover up and hang on for a face-off. Just 22 seconds gone here in the third period. Now, we're not 100% certain on this, so take this with the huge boulder of salt that it needs. My understanding, keyword, my understanding, so this is not from anything official. If regulation ends tied, the overtime format is we play a 10-minute period immediately, and then we have a flood and we go to 20-minute periods from there. That is my understanding of what happens if we stay tied or the tie gets broken and then it gets tied again in this 20-minute third period. So a lot of hockey, a lot of things can happen in 20 minutes. And we'll have to wait and see as the puck goes way up high into the air and then comes down. Somehow does not end up hitting the ceiling here at the Hector Arena. And now the Lynx get possession and Pino comes out with the puck. Pino has it knocked off her stick. Going back to get it is brain stop work again, Ross. And now there's a 4-player scrum. McDonald gets it around to the far side. Bree McPherson will pick it up as she chases it down. Now plays it back around to Ross on the near side, up for Boyd, and Boyd pokes it out to Julia McDonald, but McDonald has it hop away from her, and it's played the other way by O'Keefe. Selects pick up again at their own blue line. Ross gets the puck ahead, picked up by the Lynx. O'Keefe plays it off the boards. McEachern will pick up, or McPherson, will pick up in her own zone. Plays ahead to Erin McNeil. McNeil off the boards for Julia McDonald. McDonald coming to the middle of the ice. McDonald trying to get it down to Williams, but that gets broken up. Now Fraser following up on the play fires a shot. That goes wide. And coming out with the puck, there was Lawless. She gets tripped up, and we're going to have a penalty against the Selects here as O'Keefe brings the puck ahead, and now we will get that penalty. And tripping is the indication with 2:25 gone here in period number 3. Brooke Williams will go off for the trip, and it was Williams who, last time the Selects were shorthanded, was able to score a shorthanded goal. This time it'll be Williams in the box for the 2 minutes or less. Penalty coming at 2:25. And again, the Selects start the penalty by clearing the puck down the ice. Now coming back the other way, here comes Pino into the Select zone, down into the corner. Out front, Leahy with a shot, rebound, scores! Arsenault made the initial save, but the rebound bounced right to Aaron Lawless. And Lawless puts the Lynx out in front with 2:55 gone here in the third period. It's now 3-2. That should be Lawless from Leahy, and we'll wait for the word on the second assist. At 2:55 of the third period. They announced it as Leahy's goal. I'm sure it was Lawless who scored it, and Leahy, because Leahy had the initial shot, and then the rebound went right to Lawless, and Lawless fired it in. There we go. Myra Pino gets the second assist on that goal. So again, it is Aaron Lawless from Cameron Leahy and Myra Pino on the power play at 2:55, breaking the tie and giving the Lynx back the lead. They have never trailed in this game. They scored a minute 40 into the first period, extended the lead with a goal with just 13 seconds left in the first. Selects fought back to tie it up with goals at 10:38 and then a shorthanded goal at 17:28 of the second period. And now here in the third, the tie rebroken with the power play goal at 2:55. Lynx back on the puck behind the net. Lawless battling there, trying to get it back to the front. Marks looking to clear it away. Connors can't get a shot away. It comes to the line. McEachern with the shot, and that's blocked, and the puck is worked out to center. Great effort there by the Northern Subway Selects. Connors plays the puck to Morrison. Here comes Morrison in across the line. Plays it back to Lawless. Down into the corner. Morrison gets to it, but she's tied up there by McDougall. Puck played around to the near side boards. Selects will get the puck out to center. Down the ice it goes. Going back to get it is May McEachern. McEachern plays it off the boards for Connors. Connors' pass goes off a foot, ends up on the stick of Lacey Boyd. Boyd, who has one of the goals for the Selects, fires a backhand shot. It gets deflected way up high into the air, goes off the end boards. Now in the corner, Boyd comes out with the puck, throws it towards the front of the net. That gets poked away by Anna McNeil. Now Aaron McNeil will play it back down low. Just over 5:40 gone here in the third. Boyd to Williams with a shot, and another nice save made there by McNeil. Puck comes out. Here's Williams again with a shot, and a McNeil another save. She gets bumped into by one of her defenders, but is able to get back up and get square as the puck stays along the near wall. Now it'll come out to center. Josie Dunn backs up with it, plays it ahead. Greencorn will get it down into the Cape Breton Lynx zone. Breakout pass broken up by Williams. She'll play it over to the far wall. Over to get it is LeBlanc. She plays it down into the corner to Clark. Clark gives back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc's pass comes to Greencorn, and she fires a shot, and that's blockered away over to the near side wall. Down below the goal line, McEachern plays it around to the far side as the Lynx look to clear the zone. Pass ahead. Connors deflects it up for Morrison. Morrison gets it out to center, but the Selects pick it back up there. Now pass across to the near side, just out of the reach of Ross. Played back to Bree McPherson just inside her own blue line. Just about 7 minutes gone here, third period. Puck is dumped in. Hustling to get back on it there is McEachern. But picking up the puck is Glenn. She plays it back to the line. McPherson with a shot. That goes just wide. Puck comes up the wall. Ross plays it down into the corner. Beaton is in there. Doran coming in to help out. Beaton now takes it behind the net. Had Glenn in front of the net but couldn't get a pass through to her. Now a pass by the Lynx as they had stolen the puck, but it gets taken back by Doiron. Kendall Doiron. She loses the puck. It comes up the wall to McPherson. McPherson will send it right at the net. Anna McNeil settles it there for Alexis Chisholm Beaton. Chisholm Beaton. I called her Chason Beaton earlier, and I apologize for that. Couldn't read my own writing. Now Marks with the puck. Just because I write things down doesn't mean I actually retain them when I write them down. Pass by the Lynx, broken up, and now Marks with the puck. Olivia Marks gets it ahead to Julia McDonald. Here comes McDonald working up the right wing. McDonald for Marks, but that attempt to redirect the puck at the net was blocked, and now coming the other way. Taking the puck all the way through the neutral zone was Vickers, but then she lost it at the select blue line. Now Fraser's going to come back the other way. Here comes Fraser. Back intended for Thompson, but Thompson had her stick disrupted just enough there with a nice play by Vickers. Now another shot. Save. Rebound. Puck is loose. They jam away at it. It's still loose at the side of the net. And the first one to find it is, I believe, that's O'Keefe. No, it's not O'Keefe. It's McLean, who had the first 2 goals of this game. Skylar McLean gets taken into the end boards there by McDougall. Marks is there as well, but Leahy will steal the puck from Marks towards the top of the faceoff circle. Now the puck comes out as far as McEachern, and her shot goes off a leg. And Fraser will gather in the puck below her own goal line. Just over 9 minutes gone here, third period. Lynx lead it 3-2. Back down around behind the net. Played back to the near side for Fraser. Fraser has it knocked away from her by Morrison. And the Lynx have to come back out as the Selects clear the zone. McEachern back to get it. Nearing the midway point of this third period. 5 goals in this game, all scored in the same net so far. That being the net off to our broadcast right. The Selects need to break that trend in the next 10 minutes and 20 seconds as they trail by a goal, and they're shooting at the net to the broadcast left. 2 goals in the first by the Lynx, 2 goals in the second by the Selects, 1 goal in the third by the Lynx. So again, all of the scoring coming to the broadcast right so far here this afternoon into the evening. Puck comes up the wall. That pass ends up going off of Pino. Over to the far side. LeBlanc able to bring it in. She'll give it to Clark. Clark throws it towards the front of the net. Nobody in blue there to pick up for the Northern Subway Selects. Now taking it behind the net is O'Keefe. O'Keefe nearly loses it right at the side of the net, is able to recover, plays the puck ahead. It gets to the line no further as McPherson is there. Now McPherson loses the puck to Pino. Pino coming in. Pino cutting to the outside, working against Ross. Now has to back up, plays the puck back for Chasson. Chasson with the shot, and that goes wide. Getting to it at the far wall is Olivia McDonald. Her shot is blocked. Puck rolls in under Arsenault. She'll cover up 9:08 left to go here in the third period. Lynx leading it 3-2. Again, a reminder as we take a look at the time. The game for the Fundy Thunder and the Cape Breton Jets of the Nova Scotia Under 16 Major Hockey League, or Under 16 AAA Hockey League, will start at the conclusion of this game. We are running a few minutes behind schedule, so the game will not start at 6 o'clock. The stream will technically open at 6:05, but there probably won't be anything there yet, as it is currently 5:50, so we got 15 minutes left, although this game is moving at such a pace that we may end up getting there. Selects obviously hoping that we get at least one more stoppage for a goal to try and tie up this game. And if that happens and we end up having to look at going beyond 60 minutes of regulation, then we'll carry that from there. Here's a chance for the Selects as they come in, but couldn't get a shot away off of that opportunity. Now bringing the puck out, Morrison. Her pass is broken up. Marks will come back the other way. She's got Thompson with her, but Marks pass knocked down by Morrison. Morrison will lead the rush back the other way. She's got Connors coming with her. Nice play there by LeBlanc to knock the puck away from Morrison. Now here comes Thompson. Thompson coming in by herself. Thompson trying to get through the defense, was able to get through Chisholm Beaton, but could not get through and beyond Chasson. Pass almost intercepted there by Julia McDonald. It ends up being picked up by Karis Ross. Now Ross gets the puck back again inside the Lynx zone. It's turned over, and coming out with it is Skylar McLean. McLean cutting to the outside, trying to get a step on Aaron McNeil and Bree McPherson. And McLean gets taken down. Puck comes to the line. Chisholm Beaton will send it back down below the goal line, picked up down there by Bree McPherson, but she runs right into Skylar McLean, who plays it across to the far side. Now Lawless sends it down below the goal line. 7:20 left to go here, third period. Picked up by Pino. Pino plays it back to the point. Sent back down for McLean, and McLean with the shot, the save made by Arsenault, and she'll hang on. 7:12 remaining here in the third period. Still 3-2 for the Cape Breton Lynx. The goal that is the difference right now. A power play marker by Aaron Lawless at 2:55 of the third period, as they look to take game number one and try and steal away home ice advantage here in this best of five Nova Scotia under 18 AAA female playoff series. Ellie Clark gets the puck down deep into the Cape Breton Lynx zone. Plays it over to Greencorn. Kenzie Greencorn back to the line for Fraser. Fraser gets it into the crowd in front, but it gets deflected and goes just wide. Now coming out with it is Morrison. Samantha Morrison in across the blue line. Morrison with a shot. That's deflected, goes into the end boards. Back up the wall, picked up by Lawless. She sends it towards the net. There's a chance, and it ends up rolling just over to the far side corner. Clark plays it up the boards as she takes a hit, and that's going to lead to a penalty against the Lynx. Body checking will be called with 6:26 to go here in the third period. And it's going to be Myra Pino who goes off for the body check with 6:26 on the clock. And a key power play for the Northern Subway Selects. There's a chance in the early going for the Selects on this power play. McPherson with the puck now. Sends it down to Doiron. And her attempted redirect ends up going just wide and also ends up knocking the net off of its peg. With just 19 seconds gone in the power play. 6:07 still left to go here in the third period. Selects trailing by just a single goal, but a good opportunity to try and tie it up here with the extra skater. Back to the line. Pass ends up going through the feet of Lily LeBlanc. Selects back on it, across to the far side, played back to the line for McPherson. McPherson looking for the redirect, she gets it and they score! Olivia Marks ties it up with 5:50 left to go. It's 3-3. The Selects power play strikes and evens up the game. So again, if you're tuning in wondering where the Thunder and the Jets are, you might have to wait a little while as we're tied up again. What a big goal there by Olivia Marks. The shot from the point by Bree McPherson. Marks with the redirect to score the power play goal. We'll get confirmation that it was indeed Marks redirecting McPherson's shot. And it is indeed Marks getting the goal. They only announced Thompson and number 5. 5 should get an assist as well. So we'll get that. We got that corrected. So it's Thompson and McPherson with the assists. You betcha. The advantage of being the guy who's calling the game. Sometimes the referees down on the ice, they're so immediately in the action, they don't quite see all the same things that I see from up here. And when it comes to who's getting assists and whatnot, that is one of the things that I can help out with. And when it is clear and obvious like that, I let them know on the game sheet. Only if it is clear and obvious do I put my 2 cents in. Puck comes back to the line. Lily LeBlanc as we are tied with 4:15 to go here in the third period. Thompson, who had an assist on the game-tying goal. And now the puck is covered up by Anna McNeil, and she will hang on for a face-off. 4:09 to go here, third period. Sorry, we'll deal with the clock cam here in a moment. There's a shot, a big save by Arsenault as my camera clock got bumped. So you'll have to trust me when I tell you there are 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the third period. Here's Marks with the puck after scoring the game-tying goal just a moment ago. Olivia Marks takes it down below the goal line. Marks tied up there by Chesson, gets it to the front of the net. It'll be cleared away by O'Keefe. O'Keefe in behind the net, loses the control of the puck. Williams plays it up the wall to Julia McDonald. Williams gets it back, plays it back to the line for McDougall. McDougall will send it back down the boards, all the way in behind the net. Julia McDonald waiting for it there, trying to get away from the check of Chesson. Plays it around to the far side. Now it ends up rolling free to Chesson. She'll play it around to the near point, or the near side. O'Keefe got it ahead. Morrison, that's going to be an offside against the Selects with 3:01 left to go here in the third period. Tied up at 3 goals apiece. So, there we go. Well, let's... Oh, hang on. All right, now as we move in, there we go. Try and get the clock cam back where it belongs. There, oh, not quite right. Close enough, there we go. Okay, we'll get the, now that we got that straightened away, we'll get the regular camera back where it belongs as well with 2:48 left to go. And the Selects look to come out. In neutral ice now. Morrison played the puck ahead for McLean. She fanned on her attempted dump in. Selects able to pick up. And now coming the other way, here's Olivia Marks. She's the hero of the game right now for the Selects, scoring the goal that tied up the game with just over 5 minutes left to go here in the third period. All tied up at 3. Battle in the near side corner. Leahy lost her footing. Puck played around to the far side. Williams and Pino both get there about the same time, and the puck ends up on the stick of Olivia McDonald. Now they battle at the far wall. You can tell how much this opening game of this series means to both of these teams as everybody's laying everything on the line. Here's Julia McDonald stepping in, and her shot was partially blocked there by McEachern, enough to deflect it down into the corner. McDonald picks up again. 1:50 to go in regulation. Back to the line for Fraser. There's a shot, and it's blocked. Out come the Lynx. Here comes a chance as as Olivia McDonald was coming in. She'll dump the puck in and head off for a change. 95 seconds left to go in the third period. Sticks flying around, players flying around, everything on the line here in game number 1 of this best-of-5 series. Just think, we've got at minimum 2 more games left to go in this series, and something tells me we've got at least 3 and possibly even 4 more games left to go in this series. But we have plenty left to go still in this game before we even think about game number 2. Puck dumped in by Lawless, She's the one who scored the goal that gave the Lynx the lead earlier in this period. Now McEachern with the puck. She'll get it up to Greencorn. Greencorn ahead for Doiron. Doiron coming in, gets a shot away. The save made by McNeil. And she will hang on for a face-off with 52.1 seconds left. And now at this point, I think it is safe to say that there will definitely be a delay in getting the Thunder and Jets onto the ice here. 52.1 seconds left to go. And again, a reminder, folks, we will be bringing you the Thunder and Jets game in its entirety, but we got to get this one finished first, and I don't think anybody is ready for this one to end yet. The hockey has just been too good so far here this afternoon. And again, to think, I get to call these same two teams again tomorrow. How lucky am I to be able to watch hockey this good and talk about it. There's a shot that goes wide, under 30 seconds left to go in regulation. We will find out the exact format of overtime coming up here shortly. Like I said, I am pretty sure it is a 10-minute period and then a flood and then 20-minute periods after that, but that is not confirmed. That is just what I think the format is. We'll find out. 13.6 seconds left in regulation, tied up at 3. If people are looking for the Thunder and the Jets, they will be playing on this sheet of ice sometime soon today. We don't know how soon, but the Lynx score with 2 seconds left. Somehow that puck goes in, and the Lynx will win game number 1 with a crazy bounce on a goal with 2 seconds left. And I think it is Skylar McLean who gets the hat trick to open up a 4-3 lead, and more importantly, open up a 1-0 lead in games. What a break for the Lynx. A crazy bounce in front of the net. Somehow gets past Gabby Arsenault. And that will do it for game number 1 of this best-of-5 series. The Cape Breton Lynx on a crazy, crazy finish. Score with 1.9 seconds left to get the 4-3 victory over the Northern Subway Selects. And this is just game 1, folks. They've got at least 2 more, possibly as many as 4 more, before this series wraps up. Speaking of the next game of this series, it will be tomorrow at 1:30 in the afternoon. We will have it for you live here on Pictou Sports and Streaming. Our next broadcast is going to start in just a couple of minutes when the Fundy Thunder take on the Cape Breton Jets. Until then, this is Michael Pictou saying, may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score once again in a wild one. The Cape Breton Lynx win 4-3 over the Northern Subway Selects. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.